Yo, what's up? We're back with some more GMS. You guys know what's up. We just got done playing some Out of War, and well, sent Dopey over to play some Farm Sim. He's over there with everybody else since, well, this is single player, and I wanted to play this today because, well, as you guys remember the last time we were playing, the cordless was, well, not operating properly. So, we're back to check this out here today, and just rock it out, have a little bit of fun tonight for a couple hours. And play with cordless, get that clean out completed, just chat about the game and have fun, talk about Gold Rush, the TV show as well too, and kind of be talking about season 1, episode 1 a little bit here today. Chilling out. I got to refuel all of my well equipment because, and we got to get cordless back over here again. So they did end up changing and fixing cordless because cordless was, well, having issues with fuel. So they changed cordless with the, let me say it. They changed it, but they forgot, like, I think they forgot to add the fuel tank or something was glitched with that whole thing. It was dark and it's kind of hard to see. But now you can see that cordless has an empty fuel tank when he didn't have an empty fuel tank before. And let's see if it can still turn. It can turn on, but as you can tell, the icon for cordless is now still empty. So we got to make sure we find the nozzle for that to get that filled up, but we got to walk it into place first. So get it over here and get out of conveyor mode. Let's get into drive mode. Get this thing back into place where we need it to be and start getting it to run. Because we broke 3 of these things the other day trying to get it to work. So yeah, make sure my stream and everything like that is actually live here today. Jeez, with starting the stream a little early. So yeah. You guys are in the chat, make sure you guys say what's up, smash that like button. You guys know what's up. We got Chris, we got Cole. What's up, guys? I know it was a little confusing today. We had a lot of streams and we're still streaming. So Dopey streaming. People are like confused. What's going on? You got your 4 streams going on today. Yeah, no, right? Crazy. Crazy. You can have multiple streams. Smash that like button over on Dopey. Show that love. You can get her to 100 likes as well. And that's not your thing. You don't want to see Farm Sim. EMS now. So let's go ahead and get this thing into place and see if I can't wrangle it in and then get it some fuel. That was kind of a bummer. It wasn't like super irritating or anything like that. The cordless wasn't working, but it was just kind of like, well, you know, it is what it is. They'll get it fixed. And it didn't take them more than a day. So heck yeah. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for out of this dev team. This new dev team, man. We're looking for them to get in there, get those fixes quick. And so they can move on and start working on other things like they talked about on the Q&A, which will be exciting. I'm happy to see that. It's nice to get these things fixed quick so they can get in and get moving and working on other things. Nice. It's really dark. You guys know me. I don't play in the dark, but hey, you know, it is what it is. That's just one of the battles of it's always been a battle in GMS is the darkness, right? But then again, it's kind of cool because it kind of creates a different atmosphere. Oops, my character's out of range, so it popped out. Awesome. Let's just get a little closer to cordless, that way we can move him close. Does it annoy you as well that the fuel trailer and some of the other fuel trailers in Gold Mining Sim are like weightless? I mean, I generally don't look for me personally, I don't look for super simulators, to be honest, when I play simulator games. So I know a lot of people do, but I kind of don't mind a little bit of arcade feel mixed with realism. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really bother me too much. Yeah, they fly around. They just ragdoll around, yeah. Time I couldn't squeak this by because the hitbox was a little weird. Maybe I can try it again. My truck's kind of in the way. I got it through here the other day. I don't know, let me do it, and then it wouldn't let me do it. Raise this up a little bit and see if I can't. There's some really high fence hitboxes there. You know what? I might need to move the light and redo all this. So let's just do that now. Cordless. Let's just let's rearrange some of this stuff. It's a little crazy. All my vehicles and stuff like that are running too, so kind of get some stuff out of the way. So, we should call this darkness simulator, right? This craziness. Right. H. Wee man, what's up, bro? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, let's move. Let's just use Frank to move this out of our way. Let's actually use him to, let's move it up right close enough. Let's see if I can get it close enough to this so I can reach the tank on that so I can fill. Good, long time. Yeah, man, long time. It's been a bit. Not too long. You've been kind of floating around a little bit here and there, but or a long time since you see me play this game. Yeah, I took about the last time I played it was the like I really sat down and played it for you guys was the viewer challenge. Was ending the viewer challenge. I mean, that was like, yeah, a couple years ago. Okay, it reaches. Okay, and then we'll move this Frank out of the way, and then I'm going to move Cordless and put it like right over the top. Hopefully we can lock it in place, get its fuel, and then its fuel should be able to reach with this, hopefully. And we'll wedge it in there. Long time since you talked in the chat, dude? Let's see here. When was the last time you... I thought it wasn't that long. We just heard from you. Not too crazy. Like, I don't think it's been like 5 years or anything. That long. Like last year. That's not too crazy. Like you were chatting and came in during season 4 and things like that. Not too long ago. I mean, dude, some people I haven't seen for like 4 or 5 years, man. We've had some crazy OG amount of players coming in and being like, yo, Split, crazy to see you play this game again, dude. It's been fun chatting with you guys over the last couple GMS streams, so get the good old days and just reminiscing and stuff like that, right? So how's life been treating you there, wee man? How's life been treating you, dude? While we're here, we might as well fill it up. Get mining for the day. Been watching, but not chatting. Been hard at work, dude. Hey, that's good, man. That's good. Like I said, I'd rather see you guys lurking and working and being successful and progressing through your life and stuff like that. Just stop by every once in a while and say hello. Yep. Let's just move this Frank out of the way for a second, right? Can't wait for some daytime in the game. Hey, Chris, dude, thank you very much for the sub, as well as Big Boom. Thank you much as well, too, for your sub a little while ago. If you're still here watching, thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. Right, let's see. I went from digging a hole to digging a hole, as far as games go. Gotta love digging holes. No, I do. I know I do. A lot of you guys do too, so. Been promoted at work to factory manager. It takes up more free time, but I'm loving it. Dude. Dude. Congratulations, man. That's huge, dude. Portalus, are you gonna play ball today? Or are you gonna be jumping and jumping around? How is today gonna act? Are you good? What's up, Nogum? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, just looking to nice, chill, relax, play, chat about the game a little bit. Not too much. I mean, we all know what's going on. We beat this to death already, content-wise. I just want to now. I just kind of want to kick back and play and dig the claim out and have fun with it, right? So get it all into place and get it working. It's finally here, Orange Beast DLC. It's so crazy, man. I was so bummed. Like, I didn't think this was ever gonna happen, and that's rare for me to be bummed. And man, this new team pushed it out. They finally got it out. Like, great. It's good to see. It's good to see all that content that was there and tested a long time ago to finally hit the market, and you guys can finally play with it and knew what we were talking about for all those years. Like, it's really cool, man. Like, all those things that we couldn't tell you guys and we couldn't tell you and we were holding it back. I was like, just wait, you'll see. You'll see. You'll see. And then it just didn't happen. And then all of a sudden it's like, you know, now here it is. So do you guys think that do you guys think it's worth it? I mean, how do you guys feel about it? Now it's been out for a few days. You know, like, how do you guys feel about it? I knew that's what they were going to turn into the thing. It looks like that area is probably going to be a fuel tank. Oh, thank goodness. I want to see this thing work today. I want to get these cleanups in. I want to get some dirt running here. I need to activate all of my Todd Hoffman glory. Right. G. Up. We're into the hopper slot. Sweet. 8 and turn off the main engine. And we're moving that dirt again. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay. And we can reach that. I don't think we can reach the thing again, but I'll... Please, please, please. Beautiful. Money. Yeah, they've done a really good job. They've done a really good job at coming in, and it took them a while. You could obviously tell it took them a while to kind of look at the game, figure out what was going on, and then kind of assess where they needed to go, and then start moving forward. And they still, you know, were a little rocky, which they did put that notification out and said, you know, hey, like, yeah, the mini mining machines might be a little weird. Let's go ahead and fuel this up too. Mini mining machines might be a little weird. They don't handle quite right, and it's, you know, we weren't, and they owned up to it immediately, right? And that's what I want to see is from like a fan of the game for a long time. Is I want to see them working, and when it's just not working right, go back to the drawing board and fix it. And they've started to have their own track record of being successful at doing that. So that's awesome. That is absolutely great. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we can report bugs all day, but some devs, if they just don't fix them, they just don't care. And we've all seen that on many games that we play. So it's awesome to see these devs getting in and fixing those things. Right? Because like I said, we could report them to death, but if it just falls on deaf ears and they don't care, then it, you know, just don't get fixed. We've all been witness to that over a lot of games that we play, not just this one. How is this game? Is it any good? Oh, dude, this is like the classic digging game. This is like the one that kind of started it all, like we were talking about in Out of War. This is the one that started. This is the one that started it, honestly, for most of us that nerd out on Out of War and other games. And the cool thing about this one is like, yeah, it's got really cool, nice machinery, and this game was originally built off of the brand Gold Rush, the TV show. So I see a lot of the equipment in this is equipment from that. And you can lift the mats, you can put the dirt in, the percentages go up on the wash plant mats, you get to take them out, there's cleanup equipment, there's fuel, there's, you know what I mean? Yeah, this claim is pretty good sized. Like, Like you have a bunch of claims. So this is the map. So you have the first claim is Old Arnold. Then so the progression of the game is Old Arnold, Rivertown, Pine Valley, Nighthawk, and then we just got an addition with this DLC to the biggest claim that we've ever had. Biggest diggable surface is Waterfall Valley, right? So, yeah, that's there's a town, gas station, there's a hotel to rest at when winter happens. You can hook up your water system, like pumps, cables, hoses. You have to wire everything to like the generator. Like you can turn it on, off. And all that stuff like that, right? So yeah. This game came out about 7 years ago, so like out of War is like a baby like in age compared to this one. So like it's a good playthrough if you're just looking to kill some time nowadays. It is on the older side, right? But it's still a great playthrough. Oops, did I just rip the nozzle right up? Is Gold Mining Simulator still going to happen? What do you mean? Hunting Legend. What do you mean? Gold Mining Simulator. You mean Gold Mining Simulator 2? Or... Yeah, there's employees, there's worker, there's repair systems, there's weather, there's seasons, it's a very well-rounded arcade-style digging game, right? Where it is technically way more polished than Out of War, and it does have a lot more features that work well together because it's been out for 7 years, right? So it's been beaten to death by hundreds of thousands of hours, hundreds of thousands of hours of people playing it and competing on leaderboards and stuff like that. So it's been battle tested. But yeah, it's not everybody's cup of tea. And some people want that new polished. They want that like, they want the feeling of the big giant open pit mines and stuff like that. And I fully understand that. Like for me, this is just a nice casual digging game now because I've put like 20,000 plus hours into this game. Right? Like, yeah, crazy. Gold Mining Simulator 2, absolutely. Matter of fact, we just got some new news about that here recently on the developer Q&A that I did with the devs. And they announced that they're going to be coming out with the demo in roughly Q1 or Q2 of next year if everything goes as planned. So that way you might be able to get your hand on it within the next 5 months, 5 to 6 months, possibly. So take it with a grain of salt, but that's you never know. Things could pop up, right? And so yeah, just keep that in mind. Oops. So dark. Yeah, Gold Mining Simulator 2 is, I think, what a lot of us old school players are waiting for, because and the devs announced this game will not have multiplayer. They will not be spending the time to put multiplayer into it. So come back here a little bit. I don't know what these guys. Nobody just squeaked. Thanks, but I only got 5,000 hours into the game. Most of my hours came from testing hours on my other account. I think on my streaming account I only have like 3,000 hours played. I only got like 3,000 hours played on my streaming account. It's mainly my testing account has all the hours. Okay. Only? Yeah. I've been with this game now for over 8 years. I'm the longest player playing the game in the history of the game. I think I got the copy before anybody that can. I don't think there's anybody left now because all the old developers are not there. I'm the oldest player that's. I think I have one of the oldest copies of the game, me and my wife. We got it before the Kickstarter even came out, before they even made a Discord, before they even did anything. Back when it... Actually, I got it back when it wasn't even called Gold Rush. Matter of fact. It wasn't even called Gold Rush when I got the original, my original copy that the devs were working on. Okay, everything, we're swaying here because I'm on a... One thing I noticed is the equipment sways a little bit more than it used to, it seems like, so... I'm on some dirt back there, but hopefully it chills out a little bit. Let me get some digging done here, Frank. Let me get some fuel. Yeah, only. Now, I put a lot of time into this game, man, and community and helping the devs and late nights, and this was a lot of time. But, you know, honestly, when I look back into it and, you know, was it worth it? Absolutely. I got to meet a lot of amazing people. I got to teach a lot of people how to play this game. I got to play against a lot of you guys. The community that we built was absolutely fantastic. You know, I mean, it's still one of the largest mining communities in the sim world. I mean, the WL is still one of the largest mining style communities that we have, right? So, right, it's insane how many of us play digging games and still play this and still compete. We have one of the largest. Hey, if you enjoy it, have fun and go for it. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not trying to sell anything on you. I just figure I would just, you know, let you know what's up and what's there, and let you make your choice, right? That's all I do, pretty much. So it looks like cordless is working nice today. Make sure everything's running smooth today and everything's good to go, and get some actual dirt in here and start getting this one thing for me, Span, is that, like, with this game, is this claim's so big now. We've never had a claim this big and this deep. So I want to simulate an open pit mine, kind of like we're doing over on Out of Ore, but on this game, because we've never been able to do it, right? So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I don't really care about the gold that's coming out of the ground. It's more just the digging and having fun and talking about it, and also too, let's be honest, we're all just trying to stay hyped and play something because number 2's coming out, you know. So for me, that's kind of what it's about. Is I just want to get back into the game and get back into kind of like the lore and talking about the thing. It's just it's a bummer. I mean, the game, a lot of us consider this to still be Gold Rush the game, you know what I mean? But it's not Gold Rush the game anymore. They had to rebrand it, right? So the dwarf has had it again. What's up, long hauler? So, okay, I gotta go. I'm right in the middle of cooking dinner. This is, like I said, we're just kind of casually playing here. I gotta go check the chicken, and I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Oh, ready? I'm back. Sorry about that. Well, it's 2 a.m. Better get to bed. Dude, yeah. Get to sleep, dude, man. What you doing here watching me, man? 2 a.m., dude. Let's see. Oh. So I'm gonna take out this whole side over here, and then I'm gonna go for a ramp. Start my cut down all the way around, and we'll get a doze or two in here as well. Do a little dozing, do a little digging. over 3 a.m. for you over there, man? Yeah, boys, I can't compete against Dopey and Farm Sim. I left my truck. I got like over in Norway, huh? Let's make sure everything's getting where it needs to go. I think it seems to be going good. I don't know who's swapping mats up here, if they're working or not, or don't tell Dobie I used her new tractor. Brief. Oh, of course, that's the worker that's sick. Of course it is. Of course it is. Hit the bypass, noob. Well, we probably should pull the mats anyways because we probably should sync them up. So let's go ahead and drop a clean out here. I can purge those lines in, but let's go ahead and kill the actually, you know what? It's gonna be a little bit, so let's go ahead and turn off the belt. Give ourselves some fuel. Turn the lights off. We don't want our batteries to go dead. Belt. Seen you broke it. It's dirty. Oh, she's tracking you down already. She's got both strings up. You can't hide from Dopey. Dude, Dopey just tracked you down long, bro. Dude. I already know where he's at. Can't hide from Dopey. Let's go ahead and bring this fuel tank over to the new XM 1400. Let it fuel up while we're going to go do a little clean out. Let it drain this tank for us here. And thank goodness we are coming into daylight. It's morning time. Boom. Turn this off because we don't need... That thing chugs fuel like it's nothing. You just got the joke. Cordless. It's a wireless control named Cordless. You just got that, dude. Bro. You worked in that attic for way too long there, creature. Way too long, bro. So will they be bringing the DLC to the console? At the moment, they're trying to make sure that they get console stable enough to be able to use this massive claim on console. That's what we just heard from the Q&A. So right now, we're all in standby for you. As soon as we get more information on that, I'll try to make sure we hit a video out and stuff like that. I will definitely be covering the console and everything like that, right? So I just on the 12th we have a update coming out for console, so I'm gonna make sure I get in on that and get some stuff out for you guys and see how it is, and go from there too as well. So, like I said, I am now back actively into covering the game and the updates and things like that for GMS and moving into GMS 2. So, subscribe and come on in and ask any questions you guys could possibly have, and redirect you if we can't to the developers, and they'll try to answer your questions there. So I don't know. We'll see. I wish I mean, testing consoles is kind of like an in-house thing, like in the actual building itself. So it's kind of hard for me to say like whether or not, you know, what's going down with that. Yeah. All right, let's drive over to the thing here. Your vacuum chamber exploded? Heck. All right, let's put the truck at the end of the ramp here. Throw all of our mats into it. And we're going to take all these up here. Throw them all up in the front. So. Here. Here. Okay. Nope. As long as we're getting them close, we don't care about the swap right now. Just trying to get the mats. Is cordless fixed now? Yeah. It seems to be. It was that when they went to go fix it, it didn't. I think half of the thing that they went to go fix from the other day, it didn't take effect. It happens sometimes when you go do updates. You know what I mean? Like, one dev can be doing something else and another dev somewhere else, and they save over each other's stuff, and something doesn't come out or whatnot, and then they think it's okay, and then all of a sudden they push it, and something happens, or something breaks, or it's a common thing that happens. So. Alright, let's just go get these. Oop, gotta grab the other one that fell out of the trunk. I tossed it too far. Alright. Go up to our little clean out shack. Gonna let me pet the dog today? Can I feed you? Someone says the hitbox was like way out here. Apparently I can't feed the dog. You just not want food? I want food, please. Do I need to sit down to pet you? Is that what it is? Are you just stupid? This inside your face. Here, eat the food. There we go. Drop it on his head. We literally yeeted it on his head like 40 times the other day, and it didn't fill the bowl. It didn't fill the dang bowl. Want to feed the dang dog. I know a lot of people were really irritated that that dog came into the game versus fixing other bugs. There's one thing I saw that I was like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Don't ask me. Go ask the devs. It's up to them. It's up to them. All right. And hopefully I have fuel back here in the pump. Oh man, not very much. Gotta get a little gas can for back there. Little cleanup shack. I mean, hey, if you got devs not really doing too much, might as well have them doing something that they know how to do, right? Add a little something better than doing nothing. You know what I mean? So that's the way I look at it. Load 'em up. Yeah, I was thinking, you know, everyone's like, oh, you know, you just put that way down there. It's way more efficient. I'm not really playing for efficiency right now. Just playing for fun. You know what I mean? Like, just playing for fun, dude. Like the good old days. You know what I mean? Enjoy the game. Two seconds. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, we'll get all the mats synced up because they were like really out of sync because I was dinking around just playing with it and testing it and stuff. So we'll pull all the mats and get a clean out in. That way, next way we can just run it now the cordless is working. It's not running out of gas and we can't fill it. Yeah, get that moving. What's up, Earthworm? Good, man. So what is something that you guys, like we were talking with the devs, the Q&A, what is something you guys think that they could add as a DLC? Like if they were to put one good more DLC into the game, what's something that you guys would like to see? Oh, smart. Just hold him back, bro. Hold him back, he says. Just being honest, I don't see them putting a dredge doing that much work to the game on this one because they already said they're going to be doing that in number 2. Yeah, they already said that they're going to be working on dredges for number 2. Bagger, what's up with everybody in the bagger? I mean, I get they're cool and all, but I don't think I've ever seen a bagger of any kind on a placer mine. I work for a really big company in the Yukon. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I've ever seen, maybe in some other place in the world possibly, but I've never seen one on a mine, like a placer mine for gold. Not saying that doesn't happen, but. Ability to smelt my own bars. Yes. Yes. I want to, let's talk about that actually. I agree. Let's talk about that long. I would like to finally be able to use this stuff here, right? Like, there's a little crucible here, right? There's all these little crucible cups. There's some pan for like, you know, taking the gold. You maybe put it over the fire and like, shake it up a little bit and dry it. And then you got to put it into here. And then you got to use the different, like compounds and put in there, like a certain amount in each, dump it in. And then, you know, have a little forge outside. Fire it up, get to the right temperature and pick it out and then pour it into a little bar. And that'd be cool, man. I think that would be cool. It'd be nice to finally see that. Yeah. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, 100% agree. That would be a nice addition to the gameplay in the story arc of the game, right? I think that'd be cool. Because one thing I think that a lot of people really the panning. I think the panning is such a cool part of the game. But a lot of people hate it. A lot of people hate the panning. I think it was such a cool thing to be able to pan the gold and then, you know, pick it out and stuff like that when the game first came out. That was so awesome. We were just in chat about it and talk about, you know what I mean? Like that was one of the cool things I think that really, you know what I mean? Like that really kind of like made that happen. Right? So like the game, it just felt good. You guys remember when I found the glitch where if you cleaned a nugget out of if you cleaned the bucket from the duplex jig, it would give you gigantic softball sized nuggets. That was so funny. I was like, I think we have hit the mother load here, boys. And then I had that screenshot with like the pan with like giant softball sized nuggets. I think something's going wrong here, dude. All right. Oh, let's actually do the clean out. See what we got out of that. We're not, like I said, we're not going for like crazy gold, but we're just trying to, we'll see what we got in that little pay dirt. We're not anywhere in near any holes or anything like that with good squares. This claim is crazy rich. We've been getting around 270 ounces clean out ish. So 104. Ooh. Right home about on that one. Oops. And these generators and stuff are using so much more. Fuel up simulator, let's go. Hobby is blacksmithing. Not a purified gold, stuff like that. Yeah, I just don't know the exact things you're supposed to put in, but I think that would be kind of cool. I don't think it should be like an exact ratio. Maybe give us packets of the little different things you put into the gold when you smelt it. Isn't it like, I'm not sure what it is. I don't even want to say what it is because I don't have any. You could tell us along. What I just can't remember the names of them. I know you're supposed to put something else in there with the gold. That way it like separates the junk so you can get the slag out of it. I just can't remember what it is. I can't think of it off the top of my head. It'd be cool if you messed it up and you made the gold garbage. Right. Oops. The bar looks like poo. It's not going to sell for as much. Yeah, that's what I was just saying earlier. I need to get a fuel canister for up there. Those are thirsty. Yeah, for what it depends on what compound you use for the flux. Yeah, yeah. I just don't remember which the different fluxes are. It's not hitting me in my brain right. Okay. Used to know, but now I don't. It's apparently just much ADHD and autism apparently. Yeah, many things can be used as flux, but don't people use borax? I thought that was one of them. Some people use like borax for flux when they smelt their gold. Is that one of them? Or am I just tripping? Probably tripping. Yeah, Dad, just borax, yeah. They're unused. My wash plant was my worker is fainted because of the heat, and The mats were offset as well. Like these ones were 100, but some of these were only 80 because I was just kind of testing it out and playing it and dinking around, and showcasing it with when I was playing with the devs. So I figured I would reset the mats, everything like that. The guys fainted, but these ones, yes, you can use these, but you have to have a worker that's leveled up enough to put these mats in. And when these get full, these will swap automatically for you. So then all you have to do is come take these out of the holders, put them in your truck, drive them away, or set up a cleaning system here and maybe on the other side if you want to, and boom, clean, 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 put them into a bucket, GG, and good to go. The one that is the most dangerous to purify is silver. Some people during the Q&A were saying they wanted a cleanup boy. So like when your mats would swap, it would, you know, I think how somebody said it. Let me try to remember. Somebody said they would want it to where if the nuggetators were close enough to the sluice box little handle things, if you had a cleanup worker, he would automatically swap them when they swapped into those slots on the side and wash them and then swap them back in. Something, I think it was something along those lines. I'm not exactly sure. A couple days now, so I am going to be doing a video on the recap of the Q&A, so I have to get a little time. Just been a little bit busy with work and having time. So let's fill this back up. Plant fired up. One thing that I was so I suggested this probably about 5 years ago when Orange Beast first came. When I first got to play with Orange Beast, and what I said was it'd be really cool if they changed all. There used to be, by the way, it used to be 80 of these mats, like 80 of these like the small ones, the little small blue ones. There used to be like 80 of them in here. And you saw in my video that there was all these little teeny holders for all of them. It just didn't look right and it didn't feel right. So pretty much I told the old devs, I said, just get rid of all those mats and just put in a fair amount of them. And that way it doesn't seem like Wash Plant Clean Out Simulator. And because that's what a lot of people dislike about the game. One of the biggest things people say is that I love the game, I love the wash plants, but it's not even anywhere close to like a real wash plant because only 5 rock trucks, then you are forced to do a clean out. Most real life wash plants, you run X amount of yardage because just the way your sluice box is set up, and you can run for hours and hours and days, right? So a wash plant like this, you'd be able to run for days, if not weeks, until you need to do a clean out, because you might be blowing some gold out here because all your riffles are packed and stuff like that, right? So that's kind of something that a lot of people have been wondering. So I suggested, like I said, a long time ago, about 5 years ago, it would be nice to have, a hydraulic riffles in these ones here. So instead of putting these grates down, we have big badass hydraulic riffles. We put them in, they snap in, right? Normal mats there. And in this front row here, we have hydraulic ones. And then we plug water into there, and then we have the pressure system. That way we hook up more hoses in the pressure system, and it gives us a better recovery on the wash plants. On all wash plants, you could do that. So there's that. That'd be something cool to do. And also, it'd be nice to have tiered mats. So say you had like a tier 1 mat, which would be, okay, that's what we have now. And we have a tier 2 mat, which would be something like, okay, it can hold an extra 50%, and then so on and so forth, and just bring cool little features into the wash plant to do that. It'd also be nice to be able to, like we were talking about today in Out of War a little bit, we were talking about GMS, and out of this tailing chute here, where tailings will pop out, right here, just put like a, it'd be kind of generic, but at least it'd make some people happy. Maybe possibly put a little pad here, and it fills up animation wise, and if it reaches here, the wash plant has a higher chance of breaking down unless you clear the pad. Hey, can you just bring a dozer over here and push it off or something, or that way we can have a little bit of tailings simulation and fun with tailings, and a little bit of a penalty for not paying attention to our wash plants. Because in real life, when you're running a wash plant, from what I remember, is you're constantly watching constantly babying the water. And if you don't, you're going to pay a heavy penalty. So, and another factor to go into that too would be what people don't understand about wash plants is if there's not material going through the wash plant and your water's running, you will blow gold out of your wash plant, right? Gold blowout. It'd be nice to see us be able to tune our wash plant and say cordless, tune it where it runs slower so that when we're doing things, it never runs out of dirt because we can slow it down and there's always dirt dropping in. Or we can speed it up if we're faster, depending on your playstyle and how fast you are. That way, if there's nothing running through and you have gold, and just water's blowing out, you start losing percentages on your mat because you're not meeting the requirement of putting dirt into the wash plant and you're letting it blow the gold out. That's a real life aspect. I think that would be kind of fun too. So what do you guys think about that? Stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff I think that they should be adding to the game. I think they always should have added a little bit more realistic aspect in tuning and balancing and tweaking, because that's what happens in gold mining. And so I think, things like that. Do you think they'll do that in number 2? I'm hoping they will. I mean, I've written up all these suggestions and stuff like that for gameplay styles and gameplay loops. I've yet to submit them fully to them because, crazy stuff. Other than that, yeah, I mean, I would like to, you guys, a lot of you guys know I've concepted a couple dredging games. You guys have been in my community. You guys know I concept video games and I jump into Unreal 4, 5, do a little conceptual stuff, show that it can be built. This is kind of what you can do. And then now you go out and build it and stuff like that. So I've sold 2 video games. I've sold a dredging game and I've sold an underwater dredging game where you jump in the water, you swim around, you use the suction hose and suck up the dirt and goes up into your little plant and does its thing. I've done that. I have some experience in this, and I've sold them, and I'm not a coder or anything like that though, so I can only do a little bit of here and there. But and then also too, I did a little bit of work with a company that was trying to build a complete mining game, and we pretty much got the whole thing concepted up and everything like that, and they pretty much asked for too much money from the company that they were trying to, that gave them a little bit of funding to have us try to concept the game and build it and take it to market. But the problem is that when they went to go pitch the idea, they just were greedy and asked for too much money, and the company just said no, and the project just got scrapped. So that's just the way the gaming world works. It is what it is. It's just what it is. Like, but even if I do anything or help out or whatever, anything with GMS, like, I don't want to be the game the way that I want it. I'd rather the game be for the way that the majority of the players not want it. That's how I look at video games. And most of you guys that have been viewing me for a really long time know that that's the way I operate. I don't ever do it because I want it just for myself. That would be rude and completely stupid. Right? That'd be so dumb. Like, you guys see the way I operate in Out of War. And if you've been an OG viewer and stuff like that of the game of GMS, you would know that too. But if you didn't know that, that's just because, well, you don't care to know those things. You know what I mean? So I take pride in making sure that if I'm going to suggest something to developers, that it's what a lot of people have said, not just myself. So, and that will continue to happen that way. So hopefully me and the devs have a bright future of playing and communicating with you guys and everything like that, and it keeps working the way that it's been working, and we can move into the future and have fun and play a game that we all want. I've been waiting to show GMS for so long. GMS 2 and this. I can't wait to see what they've done with the new one though. The new Unreal 5, man, that trailer was exciting to see, even for me. Like, because I only saw GMS 2 on Unreal 4. That was a long time ago. So I'm sure that they completely have changed like everything. Like, like they said on the Q&A. So they pretty much changed everything. New team coming in, new coding, upgraded engine. I mean, it's been so long. Unreal 5 wasn't even out yet when GMS2 was being concepted and built. Oh. Okay, thank you very much for the else that I may have missed. Sorry about that, guys. Adding and kind of just about life and you wish you could rerun tailings like they did in the show? You mean like take over an old school mine that has like old tailing piles and run them? That would be kind of cool. That'd be kind of a cool that'd be a really cool starter claim or something like that in GMS2, right? Frank, yeah, that Frank's almost out of fuel and is too. No, that's just copper. Get this thing fired up and let's get dirt here. See, that's kind of why that's why I'm kind of playing the game again. It's because I kind of want to see like how everybody feels about the game after so many years, and now that we have GMS2 coming, it's exciting. Like, I'm excited. I love digging games, you guys know, and it's gonna be fun to see what happens. It honestly is. It's exciting to see what they're gonna do with number 2 and the direction they're gonna take. They won't be limited. This game's very limited right now. The engine it's on is super old and out of date, and the game has a lot of problems, and like like poor Casper, the other developer that was with Michael and myself during the Q&A, man. Like, that guy is got to be a saint, dude. Just saying. You know what I mean? That guy has got to be like, with what he stepped into and what he's working on and what he's done with the game so far, and much love to him. The workers are fainting. I know, right? They're just going down. That's okay. It means we only have 3 workers. We only have the shaker and the 2 things. That's one thing about this plant is you don't need all those workers. So, which is good because there is no trauma, right? So. Garbage pay over here, but that's all right. Not to pay the bills, right? We're not fully Todd Hoffman yet. Yeah, I think it was Creature that was talking about it. He was dropping all the numbers and stuff like that and said how ridiculously crazy the claims values are. And yeah, I agree, man. You're right. Your math is correct. It is kind of, I don't know. I think it's the 24,000 ounce squares. Like, come on, is it really needed? What's the point in that? Right? Like, I think all the claims need to be rebalanced. It'd be nice to see the whole game get stat squished and make it a little bit more like real, kind of. You know what I mean? I know some people would be upset with that because they're like, no, I want to have a big number next to my name if I play leaderboards. It's like, who cares? Right? Like, some of the best dirt in the world is 10 feet after Hoffman's loose run. You ever finish your cleanup? Yeah, that last little cleanup that we just did was horrible. It was like 100 something ounces. It was garbage. It was gross. That was not good. Okay, this line's working real nice, it seems like. Everything's going. Is everything up and running? Everything's moving. Check my OCD. Is the doorknob unlocked or locked? And we're good. Everything's up. Everything's running. Dirt's going. Hallelujah. Turn the light off. In. Beautiful. I am back, says Canadian Gets Girls. It's me. I am back. Do you remember me from 2 days ago? Yes, I do. I do actually remember you from 2 days ago. Yesterday you asked me, do you remember me? Changed my name. This is the ground they were chasing when they were in the show. The mother lode. Down in the glory hole. That's where it's at. Just gotta get down and dig it. Dopey is over here playing Farm Sim. She's not on thing, so she does have a stream up. How's your stream going over there, Dopey? People quiet over there? People fall asleep? That's okay. It's getting late for people, so maybe, I don't know. That's where all the guys are over there at from so we just played Out of War for a while. We opened up a new cut, and then she wanted to go play Farm Sim, and since this game's single player, you know, I was like, well, you might as well stream if you guys are all gonna go over and play Farm Sim, right? Like, but I want to play some GMS tonight, so I want to check out the patch. And you know, that's one thing I hope they fix is the boom arm. Like there's a hit issue that's been reported. So, and good job to the community. I've seen a lot of people out there reporting all these little things to the developers on the Discord. I just want to say good job, guys. Good job. Keep it up. Let's see how fast this team responds and see how fast they get going. They seem like they're on it. Obviously, there's a window of opportunity to get things fixed, like emergency fixes, like with cordless and things like that. So make sure we take advantage of that as a community and get the quick fixes out quick. You know, get them reported, get them thoroughly reported, and get them going, right? So help out where you can. Don't expect other people to do all the reporting, and go into the reporting section and take a look in the bugs reports. If you see somebody, just say, yep, I had the same problem. If you can add anything valid to it, add something valid. If not, just say, yep, I can confirm this is happening, and move on. You know, help it out. Help them out. What's the father load? Well, that would be the one that they can't find. It ran away on the milk carton. The father load ran away looking for smokes. The elusive. Like, running Franks with this big excavator is just nice and chill. If you're not care about how fast you're going and stuff like that, it's just, you know what I mean? Wow, I had a dad joke, but you went there. No, I did. Congratulations. Welcome to my channel. I was fast on that one, right? Rain? I was pretty quick on that. You got to give it to me on that one. Not too bad for my old age, right? Okay, let's see here. Let me dig. Well, we're just waiting. So my point was just read through some chat. What's up, Eric? How you doing, man? What's up, Robbie? What's up, FS? What's up, Charles? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Timmy, what's up, man? What's the learning curve on this game? It's not very hard, honestly. It really is not. It's mainly knowing what and when and why to do things. So, it's not too bad. Let's see here. That, nope. Cordless is, fixed. It is not, broken anymore. Long hauler, man, trying to hit those grays up, brother. You guys are beasts, man. I really appreciate that. Last day of the month for our Christmas paychecks on YouTube. You guys have been absolutely crazy. I think your total of 130. It was 134 gifteds today, from the other stream to now. You guys are still going. And me and Dopey appreciate that, guys. Man, if you guys got a gifted, make sure you guys say thank you. Hey, Mr. Nighthawk over on Twitch, thank you very much for that follow as well. Sorry, they're over there in ad jail. I don't believe I have ads on over here on YouTube. If I do, please let me know. You'll get one ad when you come in. I can't get rid of that. But there shouldn't be ads playing during the stream. If there is, let me know and I'll turn them off real quick. I will turn them off. What's up, James? What's up, throw? He was the one who got gifted. Let's see. questions as well, because I know I missed some up there. How are you liking the game with all the changes? I'm liking the game, all the changes. What do you mean? Like, as far as, I still need to go back and look through and play all the mini equipment, which we'll be doing probably that. Again, I'll do, I'm gonna make a few videos about the changes. So yeah, no ads with premium. Yeah, boy. What's up, Wolf? How's it going, man? So you guys got hit in ad jail and then you got blocked. I couldn't see your chat there for a second. Did they add new excavators? Yes, they did. They added this new one. This is the 1400. So the other largest excavator that we had was the 400. So this is the 1400. And this one, if you want to know how much it's going to fill into a rock truck, it's pretty much 20% in one scoop. Where the other oldest largest excavator would only do 6%. And the small one was 3. So this thing in one scoop will put 12% into Frankenstein. That's why you can just literally sit here and wait for it. See, this is what I used to do, but with the smaller excavator, like the 400. People will be like, oh, like Creature said. Creature goes, now everybody can dig like Split, and just wait for the Frankenstein to run pay and just sit back and relax. That's, you know what I mean? So I mean, this is what I do, but it's a lot more work, obviously. But how it's just a joke. And everybody can run big cool yardage and have fun and stuff. So heck yeah. Sweet. I'm glad the game is here and we have tier 6 finally, and is gold still deleted when you dig like that? Not necessarily. You can dig from the top down like that. You can dig from the bottom. I've not really seen too much of a notice when you run fat yardage. It's only a little bit, so it's not worth it. It's not worth it to really worry from all the testing I've done here just recently, because people keep asking me, they're like, oh, I thought you just deleted gold. It's like, okay, well, here, I'll dig the square this way, and then I'll dig the square that way, and look, it's not very much of a difference lost, so you make up your mind. You know? You know what I mean? Like, whether or not the old argument of the gold loss from digging from the bottom was this is what it was. So, and this is back in the day, right? There has been changes to the gold dispersion and layout and stuff like that, right? So the old added argument was, oh, you delete gold by digging from the bottom because it deletes everything above. Well, that was not necessarily the case. So when you ran a square of dirt, you would only realistically lose around 8 to 10% of what was in the square, versus you would be able to dig it out like easily 50% faster or more, right? So it was better just to chunk through the dirt quicker than to worry about what was lost. And that's why I always beat people, right? Was that, and I just did cleanouts ridiculously fast. So, you know, a little bit of changed here and there, but from what I was running and testing the other day, not really. It really hasn't changed too much. If you could run it, but now everyone's gonna be able to run big yardage. Now everyone's gonna be able to maximize the plant and things like that, right? So, yeah, it's just a little. I mean, everybody always used to come in my streams back when like leaderboard season 1 and stuff like that, and be like, oh, "I'm gonna destroy you because you're deleting all your gold. Oh, don't fall off the deleting all your gold." And I'm like, okay, we'll see. We'll see. And well, we showed him. We showed him what was up, and then everybody started digging that way, right? Everybody started bottom digging, and now all of a sudden it became the meta. And from what I see, everybody still digs that way. So, you know what I mean? Let's see here. So let's get to that question about your ramp. Let's see here. I don't see any ads. Cool, man. Cool. Awesome. Let's see here. So, didn't know that. I wish the dirt ramp on the old claims was finished. Dirt ramp? What do you mean? Dirt ramp. Oh, you mean the mounds that were added to every claim about 5 years ago? Is that what you're talking about? Yes, so just to kind of fill you in a little bit, that's where Orange Beast was supposed to be set up on every claim. But like the developer said, they had some issues when they first took over the game, and instead of putting Orange Beast on every wash plant, they thought it would be better to just build us a whole big new beautiful claim instead of doing all that work to add to the other claims. Which I guess it really, you know, the trade-off is what, you know what I mean? Like, I think they made the right choice. But then again, I can understand why people are mad that because they want to use Orange Beast on all the other claims as well. You know what I mean? So I get it, but it's, you know, I also see their standpoint as well, and I also see the other people that are upset as well too. I think in my video I've gotten probably at least I've gotten a few messages about it. But people understand though. They're like, you know, hey, a smaller beast. That's what would be nice to see. Is the darker color a better dirt? No, it's just it shouldn't be unless they change that. They never was. The darker dirt was just because it was dug and just deformed, but it never signified better dirt. Just a different texture, yeah. It would be nice to see different variations of the tiers. So you didn't just have to hook one up. You could buy, like, you know what I mean? It'd be nice to see like a different tier 3 and a different tier 4, a different tier 5, a different version of Orange Beast. Maybe bring out like different decos, but the same thing, but they just look different, you know, and they and do a couple things there. Like I would pay $1 or I'd pay $1 for a different looking Orange Beast, you know what I mean? Like, or one thing I would really like to see is I would like to see a really nice mobile like tier 3.5. Like something we could drag around, you know what I mean? I would kind of like to see something like that. So instead of having to go and hook up all this tier 3 stuff and stuff like that, we could just go right into a really cool mobile tier. Maybe something that has like dual sided, like maybe something that has sluice boxes on it, right? Like a little sluice box on each side that we could clean out. Maybe it's got like a small version of those runs over there that we have to bring over and attach to it once we set it in place. You know, that'd be kind of cool, right? Like bring it over, like you bring the base over, you set it down, and then you go over to it, lock it in place kind of so it can't move. And then you drag over the sluice runs and you lift them up and snap them on, and you could do it anywhere, right? And then you just hook your water up and you hook your power up to it and turn it on and start running. Like the wash plant Todd had, so you can drag skids. Yeah. Like I was talking to the developers after the Q&A, and like I said, I've been here longer than any of them, like anybody. I've been here. I'm like the history record keeper of the game. Like I've been here through almost every update. I've seen it all. I've seen everything that was potentially going to come and everything that was going to be. And it was really cool to talk with them and actually sit down with them and chat with them even after. Like all in all, I think that day I talked to them for like 6 hours. We sat and chatted before the stream and chatted after the stream and during the stream, and you know, like they didn't even realize how the game was actually developed story-wise, which was kind of cool to sit down and talk with them about it. And we'll talk about that real quick here because it's all past information that doesn't matter anymore. But the way the game was originally being developed was the DLCs were all going to be based upon the seasons and when the wash plants were introduced into the TV show, right? So that's why we got, when the game first dropped, we had which wash plant? What did we have? We had the original Todd Hoffman wash plant on Porcupine Creek, right? And it's almost to a T from the TV show. That's what they took pictures from, and that's how they modeled it, and that's how they made it. It's almost exactly that wash plant. And that, and here, and you want to know something that's funny? That's why it only ever had one duplex jig in the beginning. If all you guys remember all the way back, it only had one duplex jig on one side because that's what Todd Hoffman's wash plant had for a little bit in the first TV show. And then they were going to introduce it and do an update to adding the second one, just like they did in the TV show. So they were following the season of the TV show to the episodes, to the content that we were going to be getting, right? And then all of a sudden something happened and it derailed that whole process. But it was really cool because at one point we got an update and then we got the D-Rocker and then, you know what I mean? So it was crazy. I really wish everything would have worked out in the timeline that they were doing, you know what I mean? Because it would have been amazing the last 7 years if they would have kept that all the way up to the current day of Gold Rush. You know what I mean? Like, it would have been fantastic. I mean, dude, like we would have had like Holy Roller, Little Blue, like all those wash plants and all that crazy stuff, man. But it's a shame. It's a shame, and it's a bummer, and it's not these new devs' faults. You know what I mean? So, not their fault. They weren't even there. None of them were even involved in that, and the dealings that happened, and the company stalling out, and the console update, and things like that. So, it's been a long road. Yeah. So it'd be not, we would have had like Slucifer, we would have had all that stuff. You know what I mean? But things happen in business. You know what I mean? And I'm happy and I'm very thankful that the new developers are here. And dude, listening to Michael talk about the game. Okay. The biggest thing that made me happy and excited, and I was like kind of giddy about it, was how enthused Michael actually genuinely sounded when we were talking to him. Normally developers want to cut and run and get out as fast as they possibly can from Q&As because it's a podcast. They never know what's going to be thrown at them. He was so excited just to keep talking. We were only planned it for an hour. He went for an hour or 2.5 hours. You know what I mean? And it just showed his enthusiasm. And as a fan of the game, that made me really excited to see the developer actually care. You know what I mean? Like, that was exciting to see. And to me, that was my favorite part of the Q&A, was just his excitement with the game and their enthusiasm with the game. You know, so that's good, you know, because everybody always worries when a new dev team comes in to clean up a game and do things for, you know, the fans and stuff like that, that it's going to be the same that it always felt. And it just took them a little while, I think, to get that feeling. They had to settle in, you know. No, I don't think that they are going to drag feet. One thing I have talked with the devs for almost a year. Like, I don't talk to them a lot, but when I was like, hey, I just want to let you guys know that what I said was, I just want to say, hey, just want to let you guys know that you guys have a lot of work to gain people's faith back, because a lot of people, the normal core public of the game is very upset because they felt abandoned and abused and neglected. And I think that's a very fair statement to put in there. Because we were, and that's okay to say that, because it was, you know, the dark times of Gold Rush, so to speak, right? But you know, this new team coming in, they seem to be understanding that not everybody likes to play leaderboards. Not everybody, some people just want to relax and play the game normal and everything like that, and they need to build the game for everybody, and they realized, because they saw thousands of messages of who cares about leaderboards, stop dealing with leaderboards, stop doing this, and they for the last year they've seen it. You know what I mean? So they know what they know, but they also don't want to make the leaderboard players mad either, right? So they got a thin line to walk, a very thin line to walk, and I would not want to be in their shoes, because no matter what you do, you piss somebody off. You know what I mean? That's just gaming. We all know that. You make somebody mad regardless. So I think I can confidently say from my talking with them that it seems like the game is in good hands. And from the updates that we've seen, how fast they gave them the last 2 or 3 days has been a lot different. You know what I mean? It's been a lot different than the past, even with Mini. They came in, they pushed Mini out, there was big problems with it. Okay, there's what I chalked that up to being was, okay, either there's two things, and I'm going to be brutally honest here. We've been very blunt about it. There's two things. Either they don't care, or the coding is that messed up. Because it's either or, right? It was either or. The coding was just that messed up. It is what it is. Like, let's be, you know what I mean? Like, even the old developers said the game is a nightmare to work on now, right? So they even said the same thing. So it's not, you know, nobody's hating and nobody's doing anything weird. The coding just is that bad. Yeah, it was. The game was hashed together by so many different developers, and it went through so many different coders' hands. That's to be expected, right? So it's what it is. It happened. But here it looks, the game feels better. The game has more performance. They're definitely cutting out all the BS that's making the game lag. The game's performance is massively different. And I'm looking forward to the engine upgrade they're even going to do for this older version. Right, so that's promising. That's extremely promising. I wish I have to do this. Clear the belt. Either or. It's either or. Yeah. Like I told them, man. I said I might come off as a huge jerk, but I am not here to bash on you guys. You know what I mean? I'm just here to let you know that, like, listen, you don't gotta sugarcoat for us, because most of us now understand how things work. Okay, not everybody is oblivious to the way the games are built, and most of us know how to use like all these programs now. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Just be honest with everybody, and I love that the transparency that they're putting out. You know what I mean? Like that's the good thing, man. I love it, dude. It's nice, nice. Full tank is empty on what? Oh, probably my Frank back here. Yeah. Or no, it's not the excavator. Get some more material. That will actually be fixed. Yes. That was another question that I asked during the Q&A was, are you guys going to be fixing the loading zones? But that came along with the question I was just talking about, was when they go, hopefully when they go to the new version, if they can get there. That's if they can get there. Let's keep that in mind. If their plan is to, but if they can't, it is what it is. But if they do get to the new version of 2020, the newer version of Unity, that version has world partitioning that is far superior to the world partitioning that's in Unity 2018. And they'll be able to mesh all the world plates together and make one and take out all those loading zones. So you'll be able to drive seamlessly through the world and you won't have to load. The game won't stop and load. And they'll gain a massive performance increase, and maybe we'll be able to bring back all those cool bushes and things like that, right? Spruce the game up, change the textures, upgrade the textures, all that stuff, right? If the game wasn't broken, though, nobody would have anything to complain about. It's true. If games were all perfect, nobody would complain. We'll just go find another broken game that's garbage and go yell at that game. No. Buddy. What's up, Reaper, dude? How you doing, buddy? I just love that we're not, like, constantly needing to go by every 5 rock trucks clean out the plant. Ugh. They need to get that going, like I was saying earlier. I think a quality of life update and a DLC to go with it, like I was talking about with like the hydraulic riffles, and we were talking about gold smelting and stuff like that. I think that'd be a nice little DLC to kind of finish off the game. I think that'd be end it nicely, you know. Someone's gonna find something to complain about. I know, right? Thanks for all the extra Q&A stuff that you give us, man. Hey, no problem, man. I know you guys like them. I know you guys have been asking for them, and If you guys want to see me do another one, go let the developers know. Hey, I know you guys really do like the Q&As that I do with devs, and I've had a really good rapport with a bunch of devs, and they really enjoy doing them. And they said, you know, you're very professional. You let us take, I mean, you let us just come in and take over your channel for free, so you can so we can talk to your fans. And you guys have been amazing to all the developers that we've had on for things. Like, you guys have been great. You guys have been really welcoming, even though like we were worried. I'm not gonna lie, we were worried that it was gonna be full of hate because people were just so mad at Gold Mining Simulator. You know what I mean? Like, we were worried. Not gonna lie, we were worried. And but the outpouring of positivity from you guys was very heartwarming, and I know the devs really did appreciate it. So like I was saying, if I can help the game in any way grow and get it some more exposure and things like that, then I'm happy to do so, because this is my old original game that I used to play. Every day I used to play it and hang out and talk just like we're talking now. And loved it. Still do. There just wasn't enough content. I'd done it and did it all. Right? I just needed something else. You know what I mean? Like, I needed more. And, you know, it wasn't there for us. Let's see here. My wife complains that I watch others game instead of gaming myself. James. That's true, man. If I'm not gaming and I have time, I'm not doing something like recording or testing or something like that, I'm generally trying to hang out and just poke fun at the people that I've known for a really long time. So good stuff. How's everything doing? We always want to check our Franks here a little bit. Doing. Orlus is staying in place right there. He's not wiggling around everywhere, so that's good. Dang, you didn't realize it wasn't Gold Rush anymore? Dude. Y'all. We run and pay. Yeah, the 1400 is just super relaxing to play with. Dirt Dug. I don't want it to be nighttime. Finding a 30-ounce nugget is crazy. Yeah. This was my dev copy of the game. And the save I did for the videos and stuff like that. So I just kind of carried it over, and that I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm returning to the game to play it. Other public service announcement: I'm not playing leaderboards. I'm retired from the leaderboards. Don't have any interest in doing them. Don't have the time. So split. Use one of the skins on your truck, either the WL or maybe the cow skin. You guys want to know something funny that most people don't know? The reason why the cow skin's in the game is because of me. That was the. They couldn't put my name on it because Discovery Channel didn't like. Well, they didn't like me at all. Oof, they were mad. It wasn't my fault. It was actually Dopey's. Listen, they called super early this morning, and they wanted me to do a bunch of work for the game and stuff like that. And Dopey didn't know who it was, and she thought it was a telemarketer, and she told them to go F themselves. Ever since then, it was kind of like a down slope. Yeah. Moo. Yeah. Like, yeah, the cow skin was because of the WL community. That's why everybody always wonders why there's a damn cow skin. But what they don't realize is there's a dragon skin, too. From his skin versus the... and that was Ryu. No, not Ryu, sorry. It was... Why am I having a hard time finding his name now? It's not slipping my name. It's old age. It was, Jasmine. It was Aru. Was it Aru? Yeah, it was Aru. And they gave him the dragon skin because me and him battled out in Leaderboard Season 1. And, dragon skin came from... That's why we had the dragon print. And then they put my cow skin in because the devs trolled me for the better part of a year and a half. It would never change the damn levels of the cows, and they would moo so loud. So every time I was doing my stream, all you'd hear was just like constantly. It's just, oh my goodness. And they just sit and laugh about it. Like, dude, you guys are trolls. You guys are massive trolls, dude. They were. The old devs were trolls, dude. Yeah, funny history in the game and all these crazy things, right? So it's a long time. Derpinator, thank you very much for that sub. Thank you very much. What year did they change the name? This year. They changed the name. What we're gonna do is we're gonna lengthen that one and shorten this one. I'll use this kind of as the radio version of it. So I'm gonna push this thing back into the wall, back down in here. This down here somewhere for now. Yeah, good times, good memories, and looking forward to making many, many more with you guys and moving into GMS 2. It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. I just have this feeling, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I was saying earlier today with when I was playing Out of Ore. It's like we're gonna have 2 powerhouse mining games. You know what I mean? So if one's not your cup of tea, guess what, boys? The other one might be. You know what I mean? Like, and that's awesome. As fans, it's a win-win for mining fans, I think. I really do. I think it's a win-win for mining fans. I don't put both games against each other because they're both 2 different things completely. Yeah, I don't do that. Not because I advertise for both or play or anything like that. It's just that they are realistically. Oh, are you off? Bell. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I try not to compare them because, you know, I think that if you're a fan of this mining genre, you should play them both. Like you honestly should. You should play both games. You're kind of missing out if you don't play both. But I can understand why some people wouldn't want to play either or. Like Out of Ore is still kind of like in development, and you know what I mean? And you know, it's still kind of there. It's still not quite there. You know what I mean? For some people, and for other people, it's everything they've ever wanted. And GMS is like, I'm just being honest, GMS is old. It's still a classic. Never take that away. It's a classic. It's graphically needs to be upgraded and everything like that, right? But it's still got it going on. It's still fire. You know what I mean? It's still pumping, right? Like the wash plants are cool. You can set them up, put hoses together, you know, water power and all that stuff, right? So, I mean, it's got its appeal in its own different way. So they both move, you both move digital dirt, and Out of Ore, you just do it for a different reason. In this, you're just simulating gold mining. So it's really whatever you like, honestly. I love the wash plant and the realism. Yeah, me too. That is my #1 thing why I love this game the most. Like why this is what the thing that makes me love this game. I'm not saying one's better than the other because of it, is I like GMS for the wash plants and hooking up the wash plants and the management side of the wash plant. But I do think the wash plant's a little overkill on how many times we have to go over and change the mats on 4s. Right, tier 4, tier 5, you know, all the way up to from tier 3 to tier 5. This new one, however, on the hand, is much better, gameplay feel-wise. You can run longer, dig more dirt, and stuff like that, right? And out of War, you know, you're playing a big giant. You're just simulating a massive quarries and stuff like that, and you build them all yourself, right? And you're just digging material, and you're playing with your friends, and you're digging huge quarries out. But that can get boring for some people. That's not for everybody, right? And some, if you're playing by yourself, a lot of people have said, well, the reason why I like GMS is because when I'm playing by myself, the story is more rounded. The story arc, your progression path is more rounded. And they are exactly correct as well, right? It's exactly correct. You know what I mean? So this game does have a well-rounded start to finish story arc, so to speak, right? And Out of War, it kind of just plops you into the world, and here you are, and figure it out, and figure out what you're going to do. Use your creativeness and things like that, right? So yeah, I don't think they're even, just because they're in the same category, I don't feel that they're really comparable. Buy them both. Matter of fact, buy them both. They're both on sale, right? So buy them both, and let me know what you think. Come back in and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, it's very hard for me to say which one's better. It really, I mean, we talked about it today. I think that right now, as far as a game that's evolving, if you're trying to figure out what game you're going to spend your money on, like we were talking about, a couple of us in my chat earlier today, like Hybrid and a couple other guys and a bunch of the viewers, and a lot of people said GMS it's fun and stuff like that, but it is limited because it's an older game, and we know what to expect in it, and we know where to go with it. But Out of War might be more where it's at because it's new, and it's got a lot of different features, and it's got multiplayer and things like that, right? So that's kind of what majority of us are kind of saying, but that all comes down to whoever's perspective you're asking, right? So for me, I love Out of War right now because it's got multiplayer and stuff like that, right? And it's got a bunch of cool big machinery, and you can build wash plants, you can build all kinds of building system and stuff, and you know what I mean? So it's yep, they're adding asphalt and all different stuffs, but like I said, you can't beat GMS when it comes to the wash plants. The wash plants are fun. Hooking the wash plants up, hooking up all the stuff, playing with them, filling it up, playing with the gold. You can't take that away from GMS. You'd be stupid to say otherwise, because it's such a crazy thing. Okay, answered my question. I want multiplayer. Yeah, so I mean, if that's the deal breaker for you, then you know what I mean. Then you might be waiting for GMS 2, because GMS 2 is going to have multiplayer. So you know what I mean. Like I said, I'm not trying to compare one or say, oh, Out of War is the best one. This game sucks. No, never. This game is a classic, and you should play it if you play digging games. If you like digging games, you should buy both. And, you know, and start your mining adventures in both games. Like, why not? Both, like I said, both of them are on sale. Go pick them up. But if you're really looking for one thing, man. Is there a timeline for GMS 2? So there's no actual official release date or schedule or quarter for the actual release of the game. But we did just get new information on the Q&A about the demo could be as soon as Q1 or Q2 2015. That's 15, sorry. 25. 2025. 2015 would be like, damn, it's already out, bro. What's going on here? Yeah, 2025. All right, I had very little sleep last night. Question up here. Ishmo says, after years of watching you, I finally got a computer and I've been playing GMS. Thanks for the content. Hey, no problem, man. No problem, dude. Sorry I took a break for so long from the game, but I was kind of just waiting for content like most of you guys were. What year are you living in? Dude, I'm living in the year of not getting enough sleep. That's the year I'm living in, Holmes. You know what I mean? Living in the land of needing more sleep lately. That'd be cool, yeah. Dude, you need coffee or tea, bud? Yeah, man. Absolutely. I need to turn this fan on behind me because it's really warm in here. Oh, that's much better. Oh man, cordless is working so nice now. That all the changes to cordless and the little hot fixes and the tweaks and changes that were some bugs for the last 3 days. Mint. Good, it's feeling good. Year of exhaustion. Running the huge excavator on old art. It's ridiculous. It is. It honestly is. And yes, it is. And I can see the developer standpoint of, you know, why they didn't, another reason why they didn't bring Orange Beast back to the claims after they, you know, kind of came in and took over and stuff like that is, dude, Orange Beast on Old Arnold was ridiculous. Like with the 1400 and Orange Beast, by the time you filled up all the mats and everything like that, you already chunked out a quarter of the claim or more before you had to do a clean out. So literally you could clean out all of Old Arnold in like, I want to say 3 full cleanouts of Orange Beast. It was insane. It was insane. And this was from my testing like 5 years ago, right? So I put about 2,000 hours of testing into Orange Beast, but it was a bummer because something happened and the repositories got deleted, and they had to pretty much build the game by scratch. You playing FS with Dopey? I'm just... Oh, dang, it's already almost been 2 hours. I've been sitting here playing this game already. Oh, man, dude. See, that's one of the reasons this game is just so... It's so relaxing and chill just to kind of fill the wash plant and see what's going on. I think I'm going to get a clean out in and then... those modified areas were originally for Orange Beast? Yes. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that could be one thing that if people really want it and they agree with you guys, maybe you guys could ask them, hey, now that it's out and you guys have other things you're doing, could you maybe see if you could go ahead and put those back onto the other claims? I know I was, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be brutally honest about it. I was heartbroken to see that you couldn't put Orange Beast on all the other plants or all the other claims. But we got this new big claim though. So like I said, it was kind of like, you know what I mean? Like it was kind of, but I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe you guys can ask them. Say, hey, the pads are still there, you know, and now the Orange Beast, they really needed to get Orange Beast out, guys, is what it is. They needed to get it out and they needed to get it past them. They needed to get it patched to free up time. And right now they're working on console, right? They're trying to get the game. They're trying to make the console players happy because those guys, let's be honest, console got torched. It got torched. It's all right. It's okay to say that. It's all right. We know you guys got neglected, bros. We know that. You guys got neglected massively. It's okay. We know. It sucked. It happened. And let's give these guys a shot to see what they can do. I was super excited to see that they hired somebody for the to come in and be their porter, right? So yeah, they were falling apart at the seams as a company in every aspect, Matthew, really is what it was. And it's not like they wanted to neglect everybody. I know that. I know for a fact because I remember chatting with the old devs every day. I hung out and I played with them, and they're homies. I know I've known them for so long. I talk with them every day, like all day, every day. We would sit and hang out and talk about the game and I'd look at the balance sheets and we'd balance like hard mode and make sure that was like it was mathematically sound to kind of go in. It was difficult but not like where it was impossible and just everything like that, right? Like it was They never like it was not a lot of them. The stuff was not up to them. You know what I mean? They were just employees, right? They were just told what to do, when to do it. And for me, it was disheartening because I saw friends, they're friends of mine, lose their passion and their drive. That's what kind of got to me. As a fan of the game and a friend of theirs, after all those years of working with them and being a part of it, that's kind of what really got to me, was the loss of the passion. Because I guess it was the work environment. I don't know. No, I can't. I do know, but I can't say anything. You know what I mean? So there's certain things I can't say and I can't talk about. But you know what I mean? So that's what it was sad. As a friend, I can say that as a friend, it was a bummer to see them lose their passion that they had in the beginning. Man, it was just like insane, the passion that that team had for the game and everything that they wanted to do for you guys. And you know what I mean? It was good. It was really good. It was really motivating. It was fun to be a part of. You know what I mean? And yeah, and you know what? That happens. But my only thing that really kind of made me upset with some of them was, and then again, it wasn't their fault either. It was that the lack of transparency. At least tell us what's going on. We're sitting here waiting, expecting a release of Orange Beast 5 years ago. How many of you guys watched me back then? No, saw how excited I was to get ready to release it. I was literally, okay, this is how messed up it is. I was literally 2 days away from doing what I just did with the developers the other day, 5 years ago. I was 2 days away, and they pulled the rug. 2 days away from Orange Beast being released back then. It was no joke, 2 days. I did all the work. I did all the stuff for the stream and all this crazy stuff. And I was getting ready for it. And I was like, oh. Let's get ready to raise this shit down. It was, it was, you know what I mean? Like, oh. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a bummer. Oh, that would sound like I'm raging. Nobody's over here talking mad garbage at me. But at least it's here now. It's not what it was or what it was going to be. And it's here, and the devs are working on the game, and that's the positive thing we can take away from everything. Right, so. No, that was under contract. I couldn't release any of that stuff. So. Yeah, it was NDA'd stuff that you can't release and can't do things like that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I'm gonna turn my lights on a little brighter. Oh, Dopey, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest about it. Dopey told me many times, don't help him. Don't do anything. Stop putting your time and investment and stuff into the game. You don't owe it to anybody to do these things. And like I said, I've always done it for the fans. You guys know that. You know what I mean? I was always the gap between the devs and the community. That's why everybody looked at me like an unofficial community manager, right? They're like, I mean, let's just face it. You guys all saw. I was that dev team's weapon when people came into the Discord being absolutely crazy, right? And I would just be like, what are you talking about? Shut up. Right? Shut your mouth. We don't want to hear that here. Take that garbage elsewhere. Because the devs couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. Discovery Channel wouldn't let them do it. Right? So, you know, I kind of stepped in and took that bullet for him. You know what I mean? You guys all saw it. You guys all witnessed it. You guys all witnessed the garbage over the years that I had to deal with. It was crazy, man. But I gladly did it because I love the game and I loved you guys. You know what I mean? We sat here for thousands of hours and played and talked about this game and what we wanted out of digging games. You know what I mean? And nothing's changed. Oh my goodness, I was playing another game for a couple years. Oh gosh. Look at that casual yardage. Dang, normie. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, that's how most people look at it. I was like the main content creator of the game. I mean, devs did pretty much everything with me because they knew I had the heart and the mind of all the player base that chatted with you guys daily. You know what I mean? And regardless if we agreed or disagreed, at least you guys understood that I just was doing it for the betterment of everybody, not just one thing. And that's kind of the same thing rings true now, right? Like, and I know that might make some people upset because I used to be a huge advocate of leaderboards, and I had an elitist attitude towards, if you can't figure it out, then too bad. Go play on dollar mode, noob. And I got a lot of hate for that. I got a lot of dislikes. I got a lot of people just being angry, like, hey, dude, bro, what about us? We don't want to play leaderboards, and we don't want to do these things. And why are you making the game so difficult for all of us? And throughout the years, and as I've matured and I've understood and I've changed things and talked to all you guys and things like that, and your dislikes and likes and everything, you change, right? And it is what it is. Some people be like, oh, you're a sellout, you're an ass, you're whatever, blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares about it? It's a video game. Let's play it and have fun. And if you want something different, go message the dev and leave a suggestion and say, hey, maybe we should do this. Maybe you could do this for this. And if they think it's a good idea, they'll change it. You know what I mean? People think I have the final say in things. No. Maybe back in the day, yes. But I never had them change something that I didn't talk with all of you about for at least like a week. And then I'd wait and I'd hold that information and I'd go, okay, well, we did 4 or 5 polls and over 1,000 people voted. And it seems like 90% of the people want this. Okay, now I'll make my suggestion to the developer, right? And then the devs would either go thumbs up or thumbs down. Most of the time it was always thumbs down because they didn't want to change anything. So all that was for nothing. GG, get wrecked, nerd. Wait, you're mature? I have matured. Come on. I am like a stinky cheese now. I've matured into a stinky cheese. So, yeah. As I've gotten older, I became less leaderboard and more about the mats. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Oh, right. You know what I mean? Like, everybody plays the game for their own reasons, right? Like for me, GMS 2 is like extremely promising because now that I'm gonna say this, and it's no stab at this game at all. Okay, and people are probably gonna take it out of context and clip it and send it to the devs and blah 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 blah. Whatever. The day I got to sit down after playing this game for 5+ years, right? Or actually, no, sorry, it would have been 5 years plus this, so about 6 years of my gaming, playing simulator games and digging, right? The day I got to sit down and play a true multiplayer digging game, honestly brought tears to my eyes. During that stream that we did in Out of War, to sit down and play with my viewers and the developer in a multiplayer digging game was so bittersweet and such an amazing feeling that day. It honestly was. It's hard to even, it's really hard to describe. It's just, and it's such an amazing experience. Sit down with the devs and play their game, his game, you know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, it was surreal. It was super surreal. And for GMS 2, it's going to be kind of like a wrap up of the last, 7, 8, it'll probably be 9 years by the time it hits. Well, I hope not, but hopefully it's on that 8-year mark, but you know what I mean? I first started watching Splits because his voice was calming. You know what? You guys used to always tell me that, man. You guys would weird me out sometimes, but then again, I understand. It's okay. I hate the sound of my voice. Absolutely do. Absolutely hate the sound of my voice. When I do, it's the hardest thing doing recordings and I have to listen to my own voice. Okay, now this is where chat responds and says, yeah, we do too. We're only here for the gold. I'm here for Out of War, and that's completely cool. So, I hope that you have been enjoying all the other content and stuff like we've been playing. You know, hopefully I'm not. No, don't do it. Don't make that mistake. Go between Frank's legs. Not them weirdos touching themselves. I still can't believe after that many years you still drop the damn hose handle when you go to grab onto it. It just flies. I hope they don't ever fix that. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things that you're just like, you know what I mean? Some things you just don't fix. You leave them in there because it's like a funny little FU by the, you know what I mean, from the devs. I'm just gonna pick the stupid handle, just. I'm here to see you do a cleanup today. Yeah, I'll be doing a cleanup today. Doing another one. We just did a little cleanup already. Already did that, so. Let's give this rest of this fuel here to this Frank. If I can get out of here past all these bumps. Yeah. Listen up, fuel handle. Got Butterfingers. That's what they call me. Todd Scoffman. You spend many hours at your computer because of GMS2 and the Out of War updates and all these. No, right? Okay, there's going to be a war for what games I'm going to be playing. I know for a fact. GMS2 comes out and we're going for it and we're playing. And Out of War is in its freaking heyday, dude. Like I said, dude, we are in for a treat, dirt nerds. We are in for a treat. That is, oh, man. Ring. Somebody subscribe. Marshall, thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. 86. Come on, man. We got some more time. We can do this. The damn dirty laundry, dirty dirt naps. The DDS2 with some good times. Dude, I have, man. I like to poke the bear, man. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know you guys do. I know. I don't take it serious when you guys do. I think it's fun that you guys, after all these years, still watch me. It's crazy. I'm like, really? What the heck's going on here? I don't know. I don't even know how many of you guys are here watching right now, man. A 32 mat clean out? Oof. I don't have the time for a 32 mat clean out tonight, but... Wait, those are... Wait, did I fill the plant twice? What? The mats didn't swap because this was already 100. The worker was down, so they didn't swap. Oh my goodness. No, that was those said 100. When I pulled the mats out, those said 100. Oh no, I'll have to rewatch it and figure out what happened. Like I said, I only had 4 hours of sleep in the last 40 hours, so mistakes will happen. Well, Cordless is working like a dream right now, so. Get old Cordy. Remember when the name was Maximus? If you had 100, the mats hadn't changed. Surely it would have said 0. If they, I could have swore they said 100 on that side, and the worker was down. Shame the workers aren't working like a dream. I could have sworn the mats were 100% when I pulled them on that side. Could have sworn, but hey, I swear a lot of things, but just not swearing. Oh, interesting. The workers are slacking. Yup. So if you guys weren't here earlier for Out of War, no, I'll kind of restate it again because you're gonna kind of have to let people know what's going on with the channel, right? So the plan is for December is I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to be streaming GMS a couple times a week, like I did today, you know, like 2-3 hours, maybe 2 hours. I want to make sure I give the community a break between Farm Sim and Out of War because they're both multiplayer. And man, those guys will grind themselves to oblivion. So we're trying to stop the burnout. That's why we're going to be playing multiple games every day, pretty much every day. And we're going to be playing and swapping back and forth like we did today. And I'm going to be putting in filler games like GMS, like here. But I plan on talking about the game. And I'm also going to be talking with people like Hybrid Steel. And I was going to be probably talking with people like FS Club because their community is going to be playing the game. And they're all kind of playing casually. So I'm going to be kind of making my rounds and kind of chatting with them. And just kind of in here and jumping with them and chat with them a little bit. And kind of like do those things like that, right? So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing. The leaderboards going on. I don't have time to really care to play them, nor do I don't think they're fun anymore for myself. So, you know, kind of go around like as an announcer and kind of just chat with people. And, you know, people like Indie Ninja and Old Man Gaming and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, so that was kind of my plan for this, just to kind of play the game, get back into it, as well as I kind of want to chat about the TV shows, the TV show still. So, and then, so that's kind of the lineup for December. We're just going to be smashing those games out and playing and covering the updates and things like that. And as soon as they let me, I guess, showcase GMS 2. That's something you guys want to see? When I joined, you just put all the mats back in place. Yeah, that light stand is a little far out of distance. I need to move that forward next time. Well, let's get another clean out in for the day. And yes, GMS 2. The date for GMS 2 is, we know the demo's coming probably within the next first or the end of the second quarter of 2025. But we don't have a date for the actual full game. But I was kind of shocked when they said that. That really blew me away. Was anybody else shocked by that? I know I was. I was like, wait, what? 2025 first or second quarter for the demo. And it's normally what, like a year before when they release a demo, when most devs put the full game out? It's like a year. Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting. And then they even mentioned everything that he mentioned, dude, was it. When we were doing the pre-meeting beforehand, I was kind of like, hey, just want to let you know, you're gonna need to be. Everybody wants to talk about Orange Beast, yes, but they really want to know about GMS too. Guarantee it. I like at least 60% of the questions are going to be about GMS 2. And he goes, okay, I'm going to prepare for that. Actually, that was a couple nights before. And I was like, yeah, dude, you're going to want to prepare for that because you know you're going to get ambushed, right? Like you're going to get ambushed. Maybe aiming for Black Friday 2025. I mean, dude, if I want to say it's going to be in 2025. You know what I mean? But I have, then this is pure speculation. I want to say that they're going to try to drop it in 2025. I think it's further along than they're saying. And that is purely a guess. You know what I mean? From a fan to a fan, I think I want to hope that it's going to be 2025. But more than likely it's going to be like, if I really was to think about it, and like most devs and when they put games out and things like that, I'm going to say that they're probably going to be June or summer of 26. And I think that might be, I'd say that's be at the latest, but that, like I said, that's purely speculation. I'm sure we're going to get more info soon when Michael said that they're going to be putting out the full 1.5-minute trailer. Ooh. And then he wants to let it soak and let you guys absorb it. And he said he wants everybody to make reaction videos. And then after that, we'll sit down and talk about it with you guys. So, oh, baby. Let's go. Let's go. He said there was trucking and hauling your equipment around. I don't know if I can handle this right now. It's gonna have a Splitintwo moment over here. Ugh. Wish we had a little bit of feathering on the dirt. Yeah. So it didn't just get jammed in there like that. Yeah, as in, yeah. So he said, they did say that there's trailers so you can load up your wash plants and you get to like transport them. And there's low boys and stuff for moving your equipment around to the different places on the map. Dude, exciting. Super exciting. I don't think this is on. No, Cordless is not on. Because Cordless ran out of fuel. Oh, hell yeah. Exactly. Hell to the yeah. And you get to do it with friends. So, like, dude, you're gonna... Okay, let's put it this way. If you can... All your... They didn't confirm you can set up the stuff everywhere. I don't think they did. I was too excited. But if we can haul it, that means we're probably going to be able to drag it off of the low boys and put it somewhere. Right? Right? Like, you would think so. But you never know. Sometimes devs have to skip steps because it just doesn't work in physics, and you know what I mean? Those damn pesky physics keep ruining all the cool stuff that we want in games. It was too much, right? If you watch the Q&A, it was almost too much information to take in and go, I know people were, dude, after the Q&A, I had almost 900 messages in my DMs in Discord. People being like, did he really just say that? I was like, yes. I know, me too. I might have just pooped a little. I was so excited. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I think I just pooped a little bit. As we need a light, see you dig. I know it's dark. It's dark. I'm close to the end of the stream here, so sorry about that, guys. I mean, I could turn the time down since I'm just digging and go to like a 24-hour time clock if that's what you guys want. If you don't want to see Darkness Simulator. If that's something you want, press 1 in the chat. Spam. Yeah, press 1 in the chat if you guys want to see me go on to a different day-night cycle so we can not be so dark. I know, you guys know I don't like playing on the night cycles. It's too dark. It's annoying. It's annoying to see on the streams. I know, I mean. Like, yeah, you come to watch the stream and then you get to see nothing but taillights and lights. Yay. Darkness. Oh, that's right. I can't lift it because it's turned on. Durr. Durr, durr, durr. Yeah, when I'm playing, you're playing the game through the story mode of the game. Yeah, it's nice to have it. It's fun. But yeah, I definitely know when we're just dinking around having fun, like, you know, day-night cycles can kind of be a little bummer. I mean, I did do a decent chunk out of here, just kind of just relaxing and just kind of playing, so it's not too bad. Move this light down here, though. A little closer. Best stream ever. Lights and tail lights. Yo. Listen, the light's right there. A little better. Yeah, I was gonna ask you guys whether or not you guys wanted to see. You didn't care about the cycle since I'm just digging and chilling and chatting, right? So if you guys were gonna rate this DLC at 1 out of 10, what would you guys rate it? What would you guys rate this DLC? Digging into the void. 10, 1400. Hey, Stefan, dude, thank you much for that follow. Meh. It's okay to be honest. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with being honest. No one's gonna get attacked here. Some things just ain't for certain people. You know what I mean? That's all right. If it was a viewer challenge, it'd be fun. Just to keep the night cycles on. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Nine eight, yeah. 9. Yeah, I mean it's if you were looking for big equipment finally and you want to take more scoops and you're looking for the wash plant and things like that, and we got a claim too. I will have to say this. The original Orange Beast DLC was never going to have a claim in it. A new claim. That's new to these devs. There was never going to be a new claim. It was just Orange Beast and this excavator and cordless was going to be available for all claims. So we kind of swapped all claims for a new claim. So that was kind of the trade-off that from the old team to the new team. So like I said, it's growing on me. I'm kind of bummed. I do want to go play on Nighthawk and use Orange Beast, and like all the claims. But you know, okay, no big deal. Nothing to go dead bashing and go to rant, go to Reddit and start ranting. We're almost done. We'll do one more cleanup here. Be jumping over and playing some farm sim with Dopey on Dopey's stream. Dopey took over my out of ore stream and we converted to a farm sim stream. So, but that will be ended for me for streaming tonight. But if you want to watch this and hang out and stuff like that, and we'll be on Dopey's, which is on the normal Splitintwo Tee channel. So now, what are the hills for on the other claims? Don't know. And I didn't ask the developers. I didn't. You know what I mean? So I didn't ask them. I do not know what they're going to be for because they were supposed to be for Orange Beast. There should be enough to fill the plant up. We have enough in Cordeless here too as well. What do we have? And you guys hit the 100 likes already too as well on this stream as well. You guys are nuts, dude. Appreciate that, guys. Appreciate that support, dudes. Big thank you, guys. Well, now that we have, I'm going to get rid of the Franks and I'm just going to use Cordelesses. But, so I'll probably do that on the next stream. I'll get rid of, now that this is actually working and Cordeless is working, you can have multiple Cordelesses in an area. I'm going to bring multiple of these in and be running them. Come on, wash plant. Let's go. I think it's funny. The mats need to drop. They need to drop the mats down a little bit. they're still above the water. Hope everything's being swapped over. I'll have to pull these ones out manually, but that's okay. Let them fill to 100 and no big deal. Come on, let's go. You're losing goal with those mats above the water, dude. Okay, let's hit the bypass. Turn the plant off. Hit the bypass. Turn our gear off real quick. You worked like a champion today, 40. You worked like a champion. Hey, Dan, thank you much for that, dude. So how are you enjoying it, Dan? I know a lot of you guys were like our first time players, man. Coming from out of ore to playing this. How do you feel about it, my dude? Dude, I beat my poor workers up, man. I'm liking it. It's different, but the same. Good review. A good review of what both games are. Dan plays out of ore as well as now he just picked up after the DLC dropped. The full game and the DLC and stuff, so you know what I mean? Like, that's what I was telling people. Like, it's a different thing, but it's the same. It's digging holes just differently. Don't waste your opportunity because you're still sitting on the fence. You know what I mean? Unless you 100% know it's not for you. You know what I mean? Like, both games are on sale. Out of War is a 30% discount, and then GMS is offering a sale and stuff like that too as well. But are you Canadian by any chance? I live in Canada. I live in Canada, but I was born and raised in the States. 28 years of my life. I do say a lot and stuff like that because it's just hard not to pick it up when you... I mean, I grew up on the Canadian border. Pretty much right on the border, dang near, right? So, yeah, pretty much right on the border. And I didn't really go very far when I came over to meet Amanda, and then I moved over here. So I literally only went like a 90-minute boat ride and onto Vancouver Island and met up with her, and then came over here and moved over here and married her. Right, so doing. Do I follow the NHL? I don't. I really don't follow any sports. I just don't have time. I'd rather, if I'm going to be passionate about something, I'd rather be passionate about something that I'm already doing. You know what I mean? So that'd be gaming. I don't really have time to be passionate about too many other things. You know, does anybody else feel that way? Like, if you're going to invest time into something, you'd rather just invest time into one thing all the way. And that's how I kind of am with streaming. And since I started streaming and playing video games even more and kind of doing this as kind of like a career, I kind of feel like I just lost interest in most other things. Right. And yeah, I don't know. It's a weird feeling. I still have a lot of learning on it, but I'm liking it. I wish there was MP. But that's about your only real gripe. I mean, yeah. I mean, so yeah, it's that was the big ticket, you know, so to speak, piss off that most people hated about this game, is that it's amazing, but where's multiplayer? You know, I'm the same way too. Yeah, I just don't feel like I just, if I can't go wholehearted into something and love something, I don't really fully enjoy it, I guess, is maybe the way I operate. You know what I mean? So I'm like that with all my hobbies. That's why I only really have like one hobby, and that's this. Like I consider, like, you know, running my channel and doing the business stuff on my channel and things like that, that's a job. But playing games, stuff like that, and hanging out with all you guys and hanging out with the community and just being real and being accessible to you guys at all the time is the fun part. That's the hobby part. That's that family feel type thing, you know? I'm not like most creators. I'm not untouchable. You can come in and chat with me. You can come in and hang out. You can join our multiplayer sessions, things like that, right? So yeah, I try to make sure that I always try to keep grounded, and hopefully I can remain to do that as we keep growing, right? Because we've been growing like crazy. I mean, it's just been absolutely insane. So I actually have 3. Get these pulled. Yeah, it's been a crazy 2 years, guys. Like, no joke. Like, when the final developer left Code Horizon, the day he left the company, and it was like the final developer from the old guard left, that was literally like, timeline wise, it was literally a couple weeks before Out of War came out. And a lot of you guys know that Out of War was originally called Brexburg, but it kind of failed and was kind of a conceptual thing, and Christian learned a lot about what he did wrong, and he gave the game Out of War to everybody who purchased Brexburg for free, because, you know, he made mistakes and he wanted to fix it and rectify that situation. And I was literally like hours away from just being done with this and deleting it and sending that video out. I actually had the video made. I was just sitting there with my finger over the publish button. I just didn't care anymore, you know? And if it wasn't for Out of War, you know what I mean, I wouldn't have been streaming this last 2 years and trying to make content. And I'm sure a lot of you guys noticed I put out more content than I ever had ever. I was doing videos, I was streaming daily. In the first 5 months that Out of War came out, I put out 190 things of content, whether it was a video or a live stream. And it kind of gave me my spark back. You know what I mean? And I'm very thankful for Out of War, just like I'm very thankful for Code Horizon, what they did in the beginning. And if it wasn't for both games, I wouldn't be here. And I wouldn't be doing this, because when you lose your spark as a creator and you don't care about doing it anymore, you're not motivated to better yourself in what you're doing. And then therefore your content goes to crap. You know what I mean? So if your content's crap, you can't make other people happy and you can't make other people smile. And that's what I like. That's why I like doing what I do. Because, you know, like if I'm happy, if I'm making you guys happy, you guys are having a good time, I'm happy. I'm motivated and I want to do this more and I want to do it every day. You know what I mean? So, you know, it was very crazy. And then, and you know, the craziest thing is like a year after I was getting in, Out of Wars crushing it, channels growing, and we gained like 7,000 subscribers in like a year, which is more than we gained in 5 years of playing this game. It was like, okay, this is different, right? Maybe I should really ramp it up even more. You know, but then I had to start working full time and it was like, no. Inflation, you asshole. How dare you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, damn it. You know, so it was kind of a, it means I had to work harder. You know what I mean? To do what I used to do and still do. Like, I'm limited to like 40 hours a week of streaming. If I do more than 40 hours a week, I'm pushing it, because that means no sleep. That means a lot of things are happening that I shouldn't be doing that are bad for me. No, you guys don't gotta thank me for the content, man. You guys are just, we all know why people watch content and stuff like that, right? We all know that. We're all aware of that. We don't need to talk about that. But it's cool to see everybody after all these years, man. Like, you guys got kids now, bro, that are like 7 years old when I first met you and we were talking in Discord, like the original like 200 to 500 members. A lot of you guys got like 2 or 3 kids now that are like 4 to 7 years old, right? That's insane to me to think that, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. And that's awesome, man. A lot of you guys have graduated college and all those things, man. To hear your guys' stories, and me and Dopey, like, you know, it's just me and Dopey. We just have our little family and we do our thing, and you guys come and watch us, and what you guys don't understand is we live vicariously through you guys. You know what I mean? And you guys get to come and hear our little adventure and stories and stuff like that, right? And that's the meat and potato of streaming, man, and being a content creator. And if you don't understand that, then you just don't know what you're doing. And I've always valued that. You know what I mean? I just can't imagine you doing another 24-hour stream in the past. No, that's those days are gone. Like the Splitintwo 20 hours for 5 weeks straight is never going to happen. I mean, I had a heart attack, right? Like, just from, it was stress. It was from stress and overworking and overplaying and, you know, just like needing to go get a job, but also too, I was on that line of income bracket where I could possibly continue to do this full time, but it was too much stress and it wasn't healthy and it was bad. And sitting there playing for 15 hours a day at my age, being out of shape and things like that. Thankfully, it was just some weird stress heart attack, right? Really all it was. Like the doctors were shocked. He's like, damn, you're like a walrus, bro. And like, you look like Butterbean. And you look wrecked. But you don't have like a lot of cholesterol and things like that. You're just stressed, bro. Calm down. You know what I mean? Calm down, dude. Just play. Just relax. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, that's what it's all about, man. It's all about. That's what I enjoy. My problem is I have a problem. I'm enjoying what I'm doing so much now this last 2 years that I have a problem because I have sleeping problems. But my problem is that I'm just trying to figure out what to do next. Like, what do I want to do next? Right? Let's not dwell on one thing for too long. Let's move to the next thing and have fun doing that. Right? And try to figure out and do other things and do new things and learn new things. And that's what video creation to me is for, because I'm trying to find my thing, you know? That's why I ask you guys all the time, your guys' opinion. You guys always tell me, don't worry about it. Do what you want to do. No, guys, stop, please. I'm asking because I want to make sure that I tailor my style of what I do. And I'm asking for honest feedback, and you can be as brutal as honest as you want to be. So that way I can make adjustments. I have autism. It's just the way my brain works. You know what I mean? It's just the way it works. So you scared the hell out of your pharmacist because your blood sugar levels today? Let me pump through some questions here, and then I'm gonna go eat some food, and because I haven't eaten today. Split, you play games like Phasmophobia and Demonology by any chance? I do not. I was a season ticket holder for hockey team in UK. All the time, my family. Gaming is a hobby, but hockey is the family time. I get it. Yeah, a lot of families band together around sports. My family was never like that. But you know me, I'm going to hate on the game if it doesn't have my preferred features. If they really wanted, I used to know how I want. I want to make my own game. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've talked about that many times, Dan. Exactly. So that's why, you know, just people just need to chill. Every time, damn. Once Gold Hunter moves from experimental branch to public, well, Gold Hunter started with multi. Granted, I saw this game was the winner. I mean, you guys all know my stance on Gold Hunter. They've had their chance with me, and they lost it in many different ways, just because of like lying, misrepresentation, and just many things. And I will never support that game. You will never see me playing that game. I do not morally stand by what the developer's done over the years, and to his paying people. I just don't support it. So Gold Hunter is a meme on my channel. I gave that game so much promotion in the beginning just to see them scam people for money, perversion, and putting out experimental builds. Oh, we're not going to put out any more copies, so you guys will be the original OGs of the player bases, and then all of a sudden they just keep putting out more and more and more because the guy can't pay for anything. I don't think that that's right to do. If you know what I mean, if you can't afford to build your game, go get a job and do it like other people do. You know what I mean? And don't lie to people by putting pictures up that you'll never be able to build because you don't know how to do it, because you haven't watched a YouTube video on how to figure it out yet, and constantly telling people you're going to do this or do that, and then when you put it out, it's completely just garbage. Like, he has done work on it. I'm not saying that he hasn't, but it should have been done a long time ago. A long time ago. And how many years does he need? He started in 2018, by the way. I was watching his YouTube video in 2018. He deleted all of his evidence that he started working on the game from that long ago, just so he could say that he started working on it in 2020. You know that, right? Like, and then he told me, "You don't know what you're talking about. You're delusional." I was like, what? I just sent like 80 to 250 people over here to purchase your game, to win your stupid little contest, and you're telling me I'm delusional, and I've been watching you for like 2.5 years on YouTube, try to figure out how to learn to be a developer, and I'm the delusional one. I was like, dude, you can take a flying out of here, dude. You know what I mean? Like, get out of here. Like, that is insanity. Like, what are you even thinking, buddy? I remember sitting there, and the old Goalworst devs asked me, "Do you know this guy?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" No, like, he's asking us for models and stuff like that to help him build his video game. I was like, "What do you mean? Wait, he asked you for models from a company that, what?" I was like, what? What? I was just dumbfounded when I heard that. I was like, what do you mean? I just, and I think the biggest thing that irritated me the most, and I'll say this, and this is why I finally put I will never support this game, is because he was sending out his community managers and telling people to play Gold Mining Simulator and put big banners on their streams advertising Gold Hunter. What a, like, seriously? Like, dude. And then the one of the CMs, actually two of the community managers for that game, were leaderboard cheaters, and they advertised cheating and using bugs and cheats in the leaderboards openly for years. Like, seriously, what is wrong with people? Like, you're kidding me. What's wrong with people? You didn't offend me. I'm just saying what I saw, man. You didn't offend me. You know, you just said what you wanted to say about it, and then I was just letting you know what the history of that is. People ask me all the time, all the video games, and I'm just giving my experience of it. You know, if you don't like it and you like the game, I'm sorry that you have to hear me trash on a game that you love, but it's just what I witnessed and what I've been a part of for the last 7+ years. So, you don't offend me, not at all. But don't expect not to hear my side of it, you know what I mean, or how I feel about things, you know what I mean? I wish him the best, and I really do wish that he pulls it together for all the fans, and that it's the game that he always wanted it to be. I really do. You know what I mean? I honestly do. I don't wish anybody to fail or not succeed, but how much time do you have to give somebody, right? Like, you're trying to put a product out. I mean, let's be honest. How many people are playing the game right now? The last time I looked, it had an average of two players. It's probably him and one of his testers. I mean, for the better part of 5 years. It's not a good thing. All right, we got to put these in. No, this channel does not like that game. I will 100% admit that. We have bad blood with that company, and yeah, we don't support that. One second, let me get this clean out in. And then we'll read the rest of your guys' questions. And then I gotta go reset the farm sim server and jump into there and go grab some food, and I'll be playing farm sim with those guys for the rest of the night. This thing is super loud. Yeah, this is Gold Rush, but it changed. They had to change the name because they lost the branding. So it's now called Gold Mining Simulator. Yeah, my only thing with it is the main thing is just the scummy tactics. You know what I mean? That's mainly what it was with that game. The scummy tactics and the lying and false promises that he couldn't really build. He didn't know how to build them. He didn't know how to develop them. Now, if he would have stated, now it would have been a different story, and I'll end it on this. It would have been a different story if he came out the gate and said, "Hey guys, I don't know how to develop video games at all. Right? I'm just a modder," right? Which is what he was. And he goes, "Hey, I'm learning. I have no clue, and I'm going to try to develop this game for you." But the problem is when you do that, you don't money gouge people, because don't do that. And that's one of the mistakes one of the mistakes that he did that lost him a lot of people in the company and people caring about that game. That's why people hate the game so much, is because of those factors, and many of those factors. And it is a shame, because we all wanted competition. We all wanted these video games. We all want these games to succeed because we all want a lot of them. That's really what it boils down to. So, you know, it was a shame. It was a bummer. So hopefully, I mean, that's why I asked the other day in stream, like, honestly, like, because a lot of people hate it and a lot of people are upset because they feel like they got screwed out of their money, and they're rightfully so to think that. but it's a how is it honestly coming out? And people said the same thing. They just came out with a new update. It was supposed to do all these crazy things, but it really seems like it didn't do anything. And just like the last 2 years, and I take them for their word, so like I said, I hope they do it because I don't want to see people be screwed out of their money. You know what I mean? I sent a lot of people over there in the beginning. I never want to see people waste their money and not get something and get their time's worth out of it. So that's why I have a hard time endorsing developers and things like that, because I know you guys work hard for your money. I know you guys, a lot of you guys have told me, Split, like, don't lead me astray, bro. Like, I only have $50 this year to buy a video game. I only have one crack at a game, and I try to hold that very, very closely. You're interested in my channel name? What is the origin? The origin of the channel name is, I just answered this question last night in Discord, actually. So my channel name is, most people think it's dirty. It derives from it being, something dirty. But no, actually it derives from I was a World of Warcraft ranked arms warrior player, like PvP arenas. So I was like one of the top players in the world, and my orc arms warrior holding a big giant two-handed sword, chop somebody in two, you know what I mean? Split in two. But most people in the running joke for many years was, hashtag ask your what it means. That didn't go too well. I had some angry moms in my Discord yelling at me. And, I was kind of a smart ass back in the day. I said, well, maybe it's because you need to. GG, good night, everybody. We'll end it on that one. That's why my name is what it is. Yes, yeah, but no, yeah, splitting things into two, breaking things, breaking video games. I'm a tester. I've been a tester for 25 years. I break video games. That's kind of where it comes from, right? And now I guess it's kind of funny because I guess we'll leave on this note. I think it's kind of funny because Dopey's playing with me now, and she's gaming and she's streaming. And there's multiple of us, and sometimes you guys watch her, sometimes you guys watch me. So it kind of has it's a nice little work. So yeah, I always thought about changing it and stuff, but All right, let's get this cleanup in. And I almost forgot to do it and just walked away. I do like the fact that they have the water and electric. I do too. I think it's a cool nice little area. You gonna run that wavetable? I was just seeing if anybody was gonna catch it, and they're like, "You just seriously gonna log out and not do the clean out?" How many of you guys thought I was gonna bamboozle you guys and just forget to do the clean out? Be honest. Be honest. How many of you thought I was not gonna do the clean out? just rant about something and then leave. Like, damn, typical Split, dude. Just bamboozles us. I'm not gonna lie, I almost forgot. Damn, Gold Hunter strikes again. It's all good, man. Everything's been great and fun and awesome. You guys know I always try to throw a little rant in there. A lot of you guys used to like that. If you don't, I understand. Here, you guys thought I was gonna bamboozle you. Split's doing his end of the stream roll call, and this guy hasn't even added the thing in there yet. You guys are seriously kidding me right now. All right, let's do this. Let's press this button. Let's see what it is. It's gonna be horrible. Out of fuel. So this is a 1.5 clean out of just junky pay along the side of it. Nice. 350. $375. Yeah, 375 because it seems to be about what we're getting out of that those gray squares. Because we already know that we're all up in gray squares along here. So let's kind of take a look at the cut and see what we're doing, and then we'll see what we're doing. Hey, do you guys want me to play this tomorrow? What do you guys want? You guys want me to play this tomorrow? You guys want me to play some more on this? What are you guys thinking? $375. James, you gotta turn that wavetable on, bro. Not bad. I've just been moving along this ledge here, and we've made 1,300 ounces already. Just garbanzo beans. Okay, so we're gonna take this chunk out, and then once I take this chunk out, I'm gonna get the dozer. Let's look through here now. So okay, see this. This will be perfect, so we can see it now. We're gonna follow this right here. I'm gonna go down this slope right here with the dozer. So I'm gonna try to not dig down too deep, and I'm gonna leave some material for the dozer. And I'm gonna get the dozer on top of it. And I'm gonna start pushing down slowly and trying to ramp down at the steepest angle I can with the dozer. It's a little hard because the dozer only lets you dig at such a crazy angle. So this ramp's gonna have to be long. It's gonna go as long as I can get it to go all the way. Hopefully it can end down here. So it's not gonna be like a proper spiral pit, like ledges and stuff, but we'll get there. We're gonna try to make it happen. So hopefully the ramp I can get down there and end it down around here, and I'll section cut these out. Okay. All right, dudes, that's it for me today on streaming. I'm gonna go hang out with the wife and go eat some, and get our dinner ready and stuff like that. And Dobie's still streaming. Take a look here. 2 seconds here, chat. Here, set up properly here. Yeah, if you want me to keep playing, yeah, we'll try to play some more. And so like that, we're gonna be talking about the TV show, little episode 1 of the new Gold Rush series. So if you guys haven't yet, now's your chance. Jump in, and we're just gonna be chatting about the first episode of the new Gold Rush season. So we're gonna do like a little bit of a recap and kind of chat while we're playing and stuff like that. So I think we're also playing Out of War tomorrow too as well. And then I'm not sure what else everybody, probably the same thing we did today. More than likely what we did. But I might start off a little earlier tomorrow and play GMS first. So take a look at the page. Over the place. It is a weekend where we do multiplayer games all week long. So, and Mondays and Tuesdays I have off, but this Monday and Tuesday I am not, I don't get a break. I got things to do. Yeah, I gotta make videos. I got videos to make. No breaks for me. No breaks. Done. No days off. Okay, let's go ahead and save that on Dopies. And thank you very much, Long Hauler, for the gifted, as well as Dan for becoming a new member. That puts us up to almost 150 new gifteds today alone. And appreciate you guys for smashing that like, everything like that. And a new season. The new season of Gold Rush. Yeah, it came out weeks ago, 4 weeks. There's like three or four episodes out now already. So we're going to start at episode 1, and I'm going to talk about that. And then another episode of this game, we're going to talk about that episode, the second and third, and whatever we're going to follow it throughout the season. So I'm going to be playing GMS all the way into like through the new year, through December and everything like that. And I kicking back and hanging out and talking about the game and stuff that we love, and talking about GMS 2 and talking with some of the leaderboard players and stuff like that. So that's what I got going on for this. Been fun, dudes. I appreciate seeing a lot of old faces, dudes. A lot of old faces, man. It's really good to see you guys again, honestly. It's really good to see you guys, man. I always wonder what happened to you guys just because I wasn't playing this game. I understand. I get it. I'm just kidding. No, you guys are amazing. You guys have a great night if we don't catch you over on the Farm Sim stream. And when this one ends, it should just blah you over there. So, and if it doesn't, well, just go back to the main page. You'll see the thing that says Dopey Streams, and that's hers. And I'll be in the Discord here in a second. Just gonna grab some food for us and everything like that. So, yeah. I was gonna say Discovery has like 7 episodes. Yeah, bro. I'll take a look at that. I'm just behind. Catch you guys all later. Like I said, if not, we'll see you over on stream. So, peace and love, everybody. Remember, respect everybody. It's a video game. We're supposed to be here having fun. We'll catch you guys tomorrow if I don't see you over there. Take it easy, dudes.